Good morning. Today's Monday, January 24th, and we're bringing you the latest news making headlines to help start your day.
A barrage of gunfire outside a restaurant in Midtown sent people scrambling for cover.
It happened at the local Luna on Amsterdam Avenue, and our Tori Cooper is live near the restaurant where police found one man shot. Tori?
Yeah, good morning, Robin Gruver. I want everyone to look over my shoulder right now at this gray Honda. You can see that it's just riddled with bullets on the right-hand side of the vehicle, or left-hand side for you. It has at least 10 bullet holes in the windshield and on the passenger side. Now, police say a suspect was out here just wreaking havoc. He managed to hit multiple cars and he hit one person in the leg. Now, that person found his way in a car to a BP gas station that's just about 2 miles away from here. He was taken to the hospital where he's in stable condition. That's the very latest information that we have right now. But we did manage to get some crazy social media video just showing exactly what happened. Take a listen. Now, police are still looking for that gunman that you just saw right there. They say that it started as an altercation inside the local Luna restaurant, then spilled out into this parking lot. Back in October, guys, I was out here in this very same parking lot for a very similar situation. The police tell us there was an altercation that spilled out from the restaurant into the parking lot, and eventually it led to a deadly shooting after a dispute over a sports car. Take a listen to what investigators told us back in October.
It appears that this individual got into a dispute about someone leaning on his vehicle, which is the orange Jaguar.
Now, the owner of that vehicle was also the shooting victim in that case. He never made it home that night from the local Luna restaurant. They were still looking for a suspect in that case, and they're also still looking for a suspect connected to what happened here last night. Back in October, when I was out here, I had a chance to speak with some of the businesses, and they were also very concerned about this issue that stems from this restaurant. Frequently, they say that the main issue is security. We'll continue to work this scene throughout the day and see if we can get any video from any of the businesses out here and share it with you right here. Reporting live in Midtown, I'm Tori Cooper, CBS 46 News.
All right, Tori, thanks for that. And developing right now, the GBI is investigating 2 officer-involved shootings. The latest one was just last night at a home on 2nd Avenue in Noonan. Officers were responding to an alleged domestic incident. They repeatedly tried to speak with the suspected offender, and then police say they saw a fight, and that's when an officer opened fire. It's not clear who, if anyone, was hit by the gunfire and how seriously they were hurt. We're going to let you know when we learn more.
Also developing this morning, another officer-involved shooting over the weekend. In this case, a Fulton County Sheriff's deputy shot and killed a burglar.
Our Rebecca Schramm is live this morning at GBI headquarters. And Rebecca, this incident actually happened after the intruder left the deputy's home.
That's right, Gravier and Robin. Here's what the GBI has been able to gather so far in this case. A Fulton County Sheriff's deputy was on his way home from work. This was about midnight Saturday when he got a notification on his phone showing that it was a security camera showing that someone was trying to break into his home and was successful at it. Well, here is video from the scene early Sunday morning as investigators gathered evidence on Springside Drive in southeast Atlanta. The deputy told investigators when he arrived at his home, he saw the man from the video walking away from the home, carrying tools and some other items. The deputy was in his personal car, but was still wearing his uniform. The deputy then followed the man as he walked along a gravel road, and when the man stepped into some woods, the deputy got out of his car and found the man in those woods, and that's when the two got into a struggle. The deputy ended up shooting the man. When Atlanta police officers responded to the scene, they found the deputy performing CPR on the man. Paramedics took him to the hospital where he later died. According to the GBI, officers then found that the back door of the deputy's home had been kicked in and some of the stolen items from the home were found in those woods. Authorities are not ready to release the name of the man who was shot and killed by that deputy. They're working to notify his next of kin first. Live in DeKalb County at GBI headquarters, Rebecca Schramm, CBS 46 News.
That certainly is a crazy story, Rebecca. Thanks for that report. Right now, PETA and Crime Stoppers are offering a $10,000 reward for information leading to the arrest of the woman you see on your screen here. Now, we paused this video because of its graphic nature when this woman is seen viciously abusing the dog. This happened at the Landing Square Apartments in southwest Atlanta. PETA believes if this dog is still alive, that it has severe injuries. Police are investigating. If you know who this woman is, call Crime Stoppers. 6:37 this morning, we are keeping an eye on today with the stories you need to know.
The Michigan high school where 4 students were shot and killed is reopening today. Oxford high school students have been attending classes at other buildings. Ethan Crumbly is accused of killing 4 students and injuring 6 others and a teacher. His parents are also facing charges.
A federal trial is set to get underway for 3 former Minneapolis police officers charged with violating the civil rights of George Floyd. Thomas Lane, J. Alexander King, Tuto are also charged with failing to provide Floyd with medical care. Defense attorneys are expected to blame Derek Chauvin for Floyd's death.
We will not comply with your silliness.
Thousands of anti-vaccine activists gathered at the Lincoln Memorial in Washington to protest COVID vaccine mandates. Among the speakers, Robert Kennedy Jr., son of the late New York Senator and former Attorney General Robert F. Kennedy.
Opening statements are set to begin today in the federal criminal trial of celebrity lawyer Michael Avenatti. Avenatti is on trial for allegedly stealing $300,000 from Stormy Daniels in connection to her book deal. He says he's not guilty. Daniels will take the stand tomorrow.
Most Americans are not eating enough fruits and vegetables in their daily diet. A CDC report found only 12% of U.S. adults consume 1.5 to 2 cups of fruits every day as recommended, and just 1 in 10 eats the 2 to 3 cups of vegetables suggested by federal dietary guidelines. People over 50 are more likely than younger people to follow those dietary recommendations for healthy living.
Welcome back. Throughout the pandemic, the peaks and the valleys of cases, there's practices and protocols. They've shifted a lot. One local district is pulling back on its strict protocols.
Our Trayson Bragg is live this morning with a look at the changing responses to COVID across the metro area. Trayson, good morning to you.
Good morning, Gavir and Rob. Yeah, we said it in the last half hour. I mean, this is kind of not what you would expect as we continue to see numbers all over the country continuing to rise. But here, officials at Fulton County Schools say that they are shifting protocols when it comes to COVID, and they're starting this week with that big shift. Now, if you plan on heading to any campus in Fulton County Schools district, things are going to look a little bit different, and here's why. Masks are optional now inside of all the Fulton County school buildings, according to officials. That is, again, for this week. Here's another big change. They also say that they are only going to be contact tracing positive cases this week. That means no close contact, no exposure to a positive person. No, only positive cases will be contact traced this week. And now in neighboring Cobb County, over the weekend, they actually handed out 1,000 at-home test kits to people at a first-come, first-served basis. Now, they had hoped, officials say, to order about 60,000 to hand out, but they say supply is making that very difficult. But they are hoping to receive about 20,000 more at-home test kits in the coming weeks.
We'll work with Cobb and Douglas Public Health and our nonprofit partners to distribute to groups that otherwise couldn't go to testing sites. Maybe they can't get on the federal website to order their own testing kits. So we want to target those individuals.
Now, of course, those at-home test kits will eventually be handed out to residents in Cobb County as well. You definitely want to pay attention to CBS 46 News, because we're going to let you know when the county receives those at-home test kits and when they plan to hand them out. So again, stay tuned to CBS 46 News. We'll let you know the very latest. Reporting live in Fulton County, I'm Trayson Bragg, CBS 46 News.
All right, Trayson, thanks for that great information. Appreciate it. Trending right now at 6:30. Another reason to keep an eye on your children whenever you maybe have an urge to give them the cell phone.
Oh, and as a parent of 2 young ones,
Yeah.
I have the urge often, let me tell you. So one family is now out of $1,000 after their toddler made a big purchase. Our Brooks Baptiste joins us with the stories topping your social media feeds. Brooks?
Hey, good morning to you guys. Come on, let's face it. Parents do it all the time. They hand their cell phone to their children. They do it to keep them occupied, but sometimes that can cost you a pretty penny. Take a look at this. This is 22-month-old child that is out here in New Jersey. He had his mom's cell phone. He looked kind of guilty, didn't he? Well, he started clicking away, ordering more than $1,700 worth of furniture. And this is all from an online cart his mom had on her Walmart account. Now, the family says that it's received so many boxes that it's run out of room in their house, but they are planning to keep a couple of them as a memory. They're just hoping to get a refund from Walmart. Wow. Well, a classic Valentine candy is giving folks a much needed pep talk this year. Sweethearts is adding 16 new sayings on its candy conversation hearts, and the little words of encouragement will range from "you got this" and "high five" to "crush it" and "you the best." If you choose to ask someone to be mine in sugar form, those classic sayings will still be around. Well, we are weeks away from Valentine's Day, but you can't tell because some folks still have not taken down their Christmas trees just yet. Holiday decor site Treetopia surveyed about 3,500 people to find out how long their Christmas trees stay up after the holiday. Get this, the country average is just under 3 weeks. Arizona, Illinois, and Maryland keep theirs up the longest at about 4 weeks. Here in Georgia, we tend to keep ours up between 2 to 3 weeks after the holiday. Well, here we are. Today is the 24th, so we're almost a month after Christmas, and I'm still seeing wreaths on doors and people having them in their windows, Christmas trees. So I don't know if I buy that 2 to 3 weeks stuff.
Yeah, I saw one the other day in somebody's window. I was like, that's a Christmas tree still up? Yeah.
Ours have been gone for weeks. I mean, truly, they take them down quick.
It's like so awesome to put it up and you love it. But man, is it so nice to have your house back too, isn't it?
For sure. And I think it has something to do with the weather too. Brooks, thanks.
Welcome back. It's 25 minutes after 6 and a community coffee shop is just reeling today after a thief robbed an employee at gunpoint.
Yeah, the owner of Hodgepodge Coffee says a man robbed their Reynoldstown location around 5 p.m. Thursday. He allegedly took a couple $100s from the register, belongings from the employee and the employee's car. Now, the employees want better safety measures, but the owner says there's only so much she can do.
There was actually a cop in front of our building issuing a citation to a driver yesterday while this man was in the building with our employee. And he waited until the cop left for him to leave. So truly, we don't know what else we can do.
The business owner is now asking city leaders to boost police presence.
The Prime Minister of New Zealand now joins the countless pandemic brides who have had to cancel or delay their weddings. Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern says she canceled her wedding amid a new wave of Omicron cases in New Zealand.
I just join many other New Zealanders who have had an experience like that as a result of the pandemic, and to anyone who's caught up in that scenario, I'm so sorry, but we are all so resilient, and I know we understand that we're doing this for one another.
The Prime Minister added that having a sick loved one is far more devastating than any sadness that she experiences from having to move that wedding.
Thanks for watching CBS 46 News. Watch us live wherever you are, our mobile and our streaming news app. You can also watch us on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV.